Hi guys, welcome back or welcome to Switch to Life. And today we're going to be diverging because we're not talking about DreamWorks. This time we're talking about Illumination's upcoming film, The Super Mario Bros. Movie, because today is Mario Day. What? Happy Mario Day, everybody! So essentially, we're not just going to be talking about the movie, but we're going to be talking about the future of all Nintendo, Mario. We're going to be talking about the future of Mario. So without further ado,
let's go.
Okay, so the first thing that we need to discuss is why don't we have a Mario game coming out in 2023 yet? Because let's be honest, this is probably Mario's biggest year in a while because, the Mario movie, and yet there's no video game to capitalize off of it. Why is that? Honestly, I have a pretty good, guess as to why that is the case. It's the fact that they redesigned the characters for the movie. Okay, that on its own doesn't really make any sense, but here's the thing. Nintendo wants to capitalize off of the movie's success, and the thing is, this movie is guaranteed to be a success, because it's Mario, it's iconic. Everybody knows Mario, and whether or not you're gonna enjoy the movie, you're going to want to see the movie in theaters just to see what this is like. Or maybe, at the very least, wait for it to come to Peacock or Netflix. And this is going to be a movie that is generated for all audiences. Not only will the gamers from the 80s who grew up with Mario want to get in on the action, but the kids who grow up with stuff like Super Mario Odyssey or Super Mario 3D World on the Nintendo Switch, if they're going to want to get in on this movie as well. And just some people who have never even tried to play a Mario video game are probably going to want to get on this movie just so they can understand the story of Mario. So this film is straight up guaranteed to be a success. The question is, will it be a critical success? That is what is taking Nintendo so long. See, here's the thing. If you really want to capitalize off of a movie's success, you need to make your characters look like the characters in the movie. This essentially means that going forward, we will no longer see a Mario that looks like this. Instead, we will see a Mario that looks like this. Same thing goes for Luigi, same thing goes for Peach, Toad, Donkey Kong, and of course Bowser. Rest in peace, classic Bowser. Or don't, you do you. But yeah, essentially going forward, we are not going to get any Mario game where Mario looks like what he did before. From now on, it's going to look like the Mario movie. But it's not going to sound like the Mario movie because I doubt they would hire Chris Pratt to portray Mario in every single Mario game. Instead, I think the voice role will go right back to Charles Martinet, but again, the characters will look different. I've actually seen a lot of people theorizing that maybe they'll make a Mario movie game, which actually sounds really interesting, but again, why isn't it being released at the same time as the Mario movie itself? It makes zero sense. Just gonna say it, if you ask me, it's just bad business practice to release a movie based on a video game, but no video game to go with it. Especially for a video game like Mario, where they get at least 2 or 3 new games every year. But yeah, essentially the reason it's taking any Mario video games so long to be announced is because Nintendo is trying to create models to look like the animated characters of the Mario movie, or at the very least, they're trying to hold off until they see how successful the movie is before they change their animation models to look like the movie. Oh, and while I have been saying that these redesigns could be used for future games, there is one thing I forgot to mention. They're not going to be as high quality as the movie for some fairly obvious reasons. But now let's actually talk about the upcoming games. As I've suggested before, maybe we could get a literal video game based around the movie with Chris Pratt, Jack Black, and Charlie Day, and a lot of those other actors coming back to portray their respective characters. It could be a 3D Mario or a 2D Mario, although it seems more like a 2D Mario is in development, but maybe it's not actually for the movie, maybe it's going to be its own 2D Mario. Of course, we'll also get more Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Booster Course Pass waves, some updates for Mario Kart Tour, and of course, the DLC for Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope. There's also rumors of a new Donkey Kong game, which could be a Donkey Kong Country game or something completely brand new that we've never seen before, but still similar to Donkey Kong Country. One key thing about these redesigns that I think most people don't understand, however, is that Mario Odyssey 2 is simply not going to happen. Because if Mario looks different, then it's not going to be a true Odyssey 2. That doesn't mean we won't get a 3D Mario similar to Super Mario Odyssey, but it's not going to be called Super Mario Odyssey 2. Okay, yeah, so essentially this is just a video saying why I think Nintendo should go with the movie redesigns instead of sticking with the originals, even if they keep the same original voice actors to portray all of these characters. Because it would be really successful if moviegoers saw this movie and were like, hey, I want to play a Mario game. Why do all of these characters look nothing like the Mario I know and love from the movie? But then you come out with a game that eventually looks like Mario from the movie, and they're like, oh, sweet, here's the game I'll pick up. But yeah, essentially, I'm loving the trailers for this movie, which probably means I'm going to love the movie itself, and I just wanted an excuse to talk about it. And for the entire month of March, we will be discussing Nintendo-related products, including my ranking of all of the Mario games on the Nintendo Switch, because I have actually played all of them up until 2021, where, well, I don't have either of the 2022 games. But anyway, what do you guys think? Leave your comments down below about how... Do you think they should keep the original designs for the video games, or should they go for the movie designs for the video games? Also, which character has your favorite movie redesign? Just leave your comments down below and like the video and subscribe if you want to keep up to date on all things DreamWorks related. If you really want, you can check out this video I made yesterday called the Super Mario Bros. Movie Ultimate Trailer, where essentially I combine all of the trailers, clips, and, well, everything that we have for the Mario movie into one super long 8-minute trailer. Link is in the description down below. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video and that you're looking forward to next week's video. But until then, make sure you're staying safe out there, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Let's end this.
Mamma mia!